Cherry, cherry! Hello, everyone! Hello, everyone. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday. Now, today we have a Genshin stream. I originally had planned to do a Hollow Knight Silksong stream, but then the new Genshin event started, and apparently it has some story content. I have no idea how actually long it is, but, well, might as well see it and see how far we get. So this might be a longer or shorter stream today. I have absolutely no idea. Well, still regardless, I hope everyone is having a great day. And, well, let's get started, shall we? Papa! And here we are. Now, you missed the initial start point, which was just an alert from Paimon that this is a thing. So let's start by reading the letter, see what it's about. Suddenly got an invitation. And so, greetings, honorary knight Lutetia and Paimon. Okay, probably should have added a space there. There. It is a pleasure to be in touch once more. This is Jean. The Wild Hunt threat in Nodcry has been neutralized. And the Knights of Avonius expedition is drawing to a successful close. Our members will soon begin their return to Mondstadt. To express our gratitude, we have arranged a welcome celebration in the city. We extend our sincere invitation to you both to join us for this event, which will be held on the beach across from Star Snatch Cliff. Wait, that's where we started the game. Quite literally where we started the game. What are the odds of that? Well, okay, I say what are the odds, but I've seen bits and pieces from some of the things here, and I know it's highly likely. Still, let's accept. Let's go and attend the event. See what... Yep, this is literally the starting point of the game. Literally the very beginning, where everything began. And here's how it begins. I wonder what's going to exactly happen. I have some theories. Obvious.
That's weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here.
That is very strange. And it's been a while since we've been back here.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began.
Why did I fish you up from the ocean there? Why were you in the ocean? So many questions.
That sure brings back memories. Kind of nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit.
Well, of course, it's the starting area. Fleeting moments, precious ones too.
Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around.
Just like old times, right? Just like old times. Let's follow. The Outlander who caught the wit. Wait, that's the... What? Why are we getting the prologue?
Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right?
Probably, or... Like this was like the basic combat moment we learned.
Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Okay, that was weird. Why would there a Oh, hey Ayusha, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. We're just going through the event story and seeing what happens. And also scrounging to get Varka because, I cleaned myself out in the attempt, and so I'm going to have to try my best to try and scrounge up some more. How close was I anyway? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, I should be in pity range. 65. Yeah, I should be well into pity range. Like,
Hey, don't forget about your guide. Come
Alright, come on, I'm following, Paimon, I'm following. I think still, this is a bit of a callback, a nice little callback to where it all began. I remember them giving basic tutorials when I started the game.
They said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geofishing for the next round then?
Alice, is that you?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Hey, Nicole.
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what?
Must have been my imagination then.
No, that was 100% Alice and Nicole. So I'm guessing Hex and Circle's messing with us. Yeah, I remember going through this. Paimon, where'd you go? Why are there bombs in that tree?
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree?
To look like Sunsetias, maybe? Explosives? Terrorism?
What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this be an event setup thing?
Probably is an event setup thing.
Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If
Well,
someone gets hurt by accident, Clee's gonna get marched off to the confinement room again.
Yeah, but let's help her clean up then.
Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on.
I blame Alice, 100% Alice.
Turned out not to be event-related. It'll be good to have a record of what we found.
You could even say you've ascended to the next level.
You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being called emergency food, at least.
Alright, I have to do that joke at some point.
Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick a bunch of times, too.
I'm not getting a bad feeling this time, though. For all we know, this could be an unexpected blessing of some kind.
Paimon likes the optimism.
So do I.
Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of these bombs.
Spotter camera? Okay. Okay, so record noteworthy differences. I guess part of the quest is going to just be do mines and sets. I guess part of the event quest is going to involve. Wait, what are they doing? That's kind of cute.
Fireworks. Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something?
Possibly, but
Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going.
yeah, so we have to keep an eye out for anything that's different or doesn't look like it fits. And now here's the big.
What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right. Oh, wow.
And now I have ice cream. Ice cream delicious. And of course,
That's a statue of the seven.
yep, it is. You know, I can just imagine that this must be so weird for players who haven't been playing since launch. Like, imagine if you started playing, like, last week and now you're playing this event. There are a few of these statues across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world.
Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too.
I didn't, but now I'm reminded.
It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it.
Hard to tell from this distance, but I have a guess.
Let's take a closer look.
Yep, let's see what they've done. I've seen the trailer, so I know what it's about, but regardless.
Huh. Paimon's next line was
As we all know,
right. Poetry and language flow like the wind.
Yeah, I remember you told me that, and I don't think we had the wind glider at this point, so we had to run all the way down there. So,
Look! There really is something wrong with this statue of the Seven.
yep, that's Klee. That is Klee. So I guess she's the, Bomino Archon? Bominoma? Bomeno Archon? Anabom Archon? Bomb something? The Anavo Bombcarn? Who knows? Yeah, that's Klee.
Okay, I'm unsure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee.
No. Oh, there is one person who'd do it. And one person who we know would do this. Like, this is Alice 100%. It's pretty cute, though.
Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this?
Hey. Yeah, I know. I honestly, at some point, I need to just start doing ads manually. I don't get why. Still, regardless, we're starting the event already, and it seems like we're basically going through prologue, but different. Nope, because I've got it figured out. Something this over the top, it's got her written all over it. It's Alice.
Oh, you're right. This must be Alice's doing.
Also, I have ice cream. Delicious. Well, no, I think this is more... Well, this is nostalgia bait at the very least.
She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised.
Mother loves her darling daughter.
That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd lower our guard.
Possibly, or this is part of the plan.
No, wait. Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean.
Looks like-
wouldn't put it past her.
Looks like the joke's on us. It's all in good fun though, right? Yeah, Alice is a friend.
Yeah, Paimon's not upset. The surprises were nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus, we got to take a little trip down memory lane. Makes Paimon feel all warm and fuzzy, remembering where it all began.
Same here.
What do we do now, though? There's nobody around.
Well, let's try and reenact what we started. I resonate with the statue of the Seven.
If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're in it until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!"
Well, maybe Alice wants is for us to keep going.
What does that mean?
Yep, the fungus, the bombastic tree, the statue of the Cleaven, and she's prepared plenty of surprises for us.
Oh, yeah. And there could be even more.
Oh, there's going to be plenty.
Guess all there's left to do is touch that statue and find out.
Kitty cat, this is my ice cream. You can lick the bowl when I'm done. Ice cream.
Maybe it'll give you the power of pyro or something.
Or the power of explosions.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
Aw, that's so cute! What do I get? Let's take a picture and see what happens.
Sparks and splash!
Boom boom!
You were right. Alice is full of surprises.
Yep.
Guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
Oh yeah, I'm very curious. Like, what are we going to see? Are we going to... What are they going... Alice... Yeah, Alice is 100% a mother. Like, we have to remember that in the first summer event, Alice basically turned an entire archipelago, into a big theme park for Klee. And all just because she loves her daughter so much. Which is notable, especially considering you see those cliffs right there. Like, if you look on the map, this area right here. Here. That used to be different. That is the direct result of Klee. Well, specifically, Jean utilized the Klee button, told her, okay, we need you to deal with a small army of hilichurls. So Klee strategically put bombs on the cliff and, well, landslide and directly reshaped the entire area, which was what Alice wanted Klee to do ever since before she was conceived. Yeah. Oh?
Yes, now we're too late.
One.
Ooh, it's Devon!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
Yep, well now, let's see how they're going to recreate this instance. Like, I'm curious, is this going to be Venti or Varka? Because we know a key part of Varka's story is that before the Traveler arrived, and he was supposed to be the one to slay the dragon and all that. But then he saw the vision of the wild hunt in Nodcry and set out on the expedition, and which meant the Traveler was going to be the hero now, and because we're the Traveler and we have our weird powers, we were able to cure Dvalin, when in Varka, the hero timeline, it would be a case of he could defeat Dvalin, but he couldn't cure him, so Venti would be forced to seal Dvalin away. So if I had to make a guess...
Look, there he is!
And
Back then, Dvalin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds.
well, try to. It wouldn't be enough, obviously.
But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was still learning my abilities back then. That's just how it is.
But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right?
Yes, that's true. Or we could actually let's give him a scare. Let's give him a scare. Be a complete gremlin.
Sure. Here goes nothing.
Oh. Smug Paimon.
Rah!
I was expecting something more. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. What did you expect, Paimon?
Well, this is awkward. You really hung Paimon out to dry there, Traveler.
Well, I mean, you were the joke in this instance. I didn't think you were going to take that approach.
Apologies. You were just even livelier than I remembered, and I wasn't expecting it.
Ah, yes, we have our roles to play, and then you just went completely off script.
Which means mission accomplished on the surprise front, I suppose. What do you say, Alice? High marks?
Oh, yes, indeed. That was fantastic. I've recorded it all, in fact.
Huh. So you were watching us all along. And hold on. You can't just record people like that.
Well, she can, and she will. She's Alice. She does what she wants.
What a delightful reunion. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Yep. Place where everything began. It's nostalgic. Mondstadt has always been that cozy nation. So we go... Oh. We're in We're here. Hey, Alice. Hey, Venti.
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was impressive, that's for certain.
It was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius let you go that far.
I mean, again, she's Alice. She does what she wants.
Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out.
I'm pretty sure we're in like a dream or a storybook world.
If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Hey, Nicole.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Once I get Varka, I am going into full saving mode because these two are high on my list. Well, Sandrone as well, but I'd never know when she's gonna show up.
Yep. We experienced that firsthand in Notcry.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories.
Oh, well this is interesting. We encounter a similar thing in Honkai Star Rail, like these memory bubbles. I guess it's similar idea and concept, especially, or could be the exact same thing if we go by the shared universe situation.
When you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to place you within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
Huh, I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought the dragon along.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while.
Or playing a game that you haven't played in a long time. Just experiencing something that you didn't do for a long time. It's kind of nostalgic. Thinking back to how I was starting playing, I had no idea what I was doing.
You might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along in no time. I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks for going to so much trouble.
So does Jean know about this or not? Paimon's starting to think that invitation letter was a fake.
No, I'm fairly certain it's real.
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
Huh. So you do draw the line somewhere.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Well, I can understand as best as I can. I'm not a mother, but I am a pet owner. I have a cat on my lap right now.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Notcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Oh, I get it. This is basically a way for the other Knights to catch up on what happened since they left.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome reception for now. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter. You can get the details from her soon.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small, but there will be some activities. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning Knights can use it to catch up on all the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt while they were gone.
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventures.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
I see. So why is Klee the Statue of the Seven? Sounds like some parts didn't quite match up.
So, what about the parts that took a few, creative liberties?
The fungus, the Klee statue, the bomb fruit.
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged.
Fun fact, the reason why we use the word there was a bug in the system and just there's a bug in general is because in one of the first computers, or at least one of the first big ones, something broke and they tried to figure out what it was until they found a literal bug had crawled its way into one of the crucial components. Removed it, everything now worked. So on the report, they literally said removed a bug from the system, and that just became common lingo for problems or errors or things in a machine.
Memories are easy to extract, and the resulting information density is fine, but it's not exactly a stable medium. If memories are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to ensure a lack of deviations. For example, these memories belong to Venti, but even for someone like him, whose memories are quite reliable, there is bound to be some variance. Not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component, so I added some self-deductive capabilities to this magic, which exacerbated the instability issues, unfortunately.
So basically, the memories are extrapolated a little bit as a result, and when you start to extrapolate things, you extrapolate more, and next thing you know, there's a big, weird, crazy thing happening. Hey Scar, welcome. We just exited a memory bubble. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday.
Yeah, that, makes sense.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue library books at the same time. A powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere.
Oh, right, and that makes sense.
Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Like the whole Klee statue and bomb tree thing?
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't need real people to act things out.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just going through some usual motions. Had some pizza, have half a pizza left to eat.
Ah, and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angel's share is gonna be much more of a hassle.
Yeah, we don't want the main god's identity being revealed.
Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
No such thing as a free lunch.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some potential bugs. Like that weird statue of the Seven.
Oh, no, Paimon. That one was entirely intentional.
Of course, knowing Alice, she considers her little baby girl a god anyway.
What? Seriously?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think. Creating this bubble was no easy task. Is a little personal touch too much to ask for?
The woman loves her daughter. She's such a weirdo, but she loves her daughter.
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please. This is Mondstadt, after all.
This is the land of freedom where people are just chaotic at the best of times.
Paimon can't argue with that.
Neither can I, and I love it.
In that case, we'll be counting on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the meantime? Jean should be there too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who invited us after all.
Thanks all, see you tomorrow.
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are overdue for a vacation. Best to make the most of it.
Okay. Okay, so let's listen to what they have to say. I'm curious.
Oh, and didn't you say Kleiner would be making the trip with you this time, Alice?
Oh right, I remember this information.
He's been delayed, I'm afraid. Troublesome happenings on another planet. And of course, just when he jumped through all those hoops to make it back to Tevat, Dottore starts causing trouble.
If I remember correctly, I think I've heard...
The border is a terrible mess even now. So, unfortunately, his vacation has been postponed. Just yesterday, he did give us a call on the Dodo communication device, though. As you can imagine, Klee was pleased as punch to hear her dad's voice.
So we have a confirmation of Klee's papa. We have a confirmation that Klee's papa is also a world traveler. And Kleinar. I hope he pops up sometimes. Yeah, we did kind of shatter the thing to bring a moon inside. Well, that's one of the things that happened. Also the fact that Dottore caused enough of a disturbance that, well, Alice and the Hexen Circle had to stick at the border pretty much the entire time.
I see. Being a seeker is a tough job indeed.
I'm curious what a seeker is. Also, was this thing? Yeah, let's steal his money. Yoink. Barca, you are now poor.
Dvalin appeared a little late, but his sparks and splash triggered a deep magical reverberation. Background music needs to start half a second late. I should put another instance if and now the diagnostics are failing? I just don't get it.
Oh, Nicole, dear, stop fretting. You're projecting rather loudly, you know.
I added 2 squirrels and everything breaks.
Every detail is within your control, huh? Color me impressed.
1 second. I swear, when will they learn? But yeah, definitely sounds like a situation where she's just looking through things, trying to figure things out, and I'm not a programmer, but I can understand the idea that you do a slight deviation, a slight change, and then things just start breaking for no reason. Let's go see what the other events are like. I am most curious. Alright, so let's see, where's the event venue? And I hope this includes some of the stuff that people have been talking about. So one thing that was hinted at in the live stream was stuff involving this one regular quest that we could do. Long story short, there's a daily repeatable quest where this one knight of Favonius who's on the outskirts of Mondstadt has you send a letter to his blind fiancé, I think. The thing is that, well, he says he's part of the expedition, but I can't remember the exact reason, but he never went, or he dropped out early. But, well, he doesn't want the shame of going back early, so he kept lying, and you know how it is when you lie like that. You lie some more, you lie some more, you lie some more, and the next thing you know, oh, you are trapped in a web of lies. Hey, Jean.
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Hello.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
It was, although we do need to make some adjustments.
Yeah, it was so cool! Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin.
Well, yeah, but we had Venti on our side, and to be perfectly honest, it probably is fantastic for the returning knights to be able to catch up on the biggest events like that.
Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
I mean, if she wasn't too busy.
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
I hope it wasn't too much work.
Yeah! There are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it.
You get used to it, as they say.
For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, I understand. Like, they return, they've done a lot, they just want to see their family
I'm
again.
sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone Deaf Bard said you had other ideas.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time.
Right, the big ceremony is not just for the people returning, but the people who had to wait.
Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family.
Yep, that's a good point.
Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
Oh, no, I'm sure he'll enjoy it, especially once the booze gets flowing.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned?
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work.
I guess this is going to be the mandatory combat challenge section.
The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting. Even when the subject matter is quite serious, I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure.
Yep, Amber, of course, so that's probably like a rail shooter style event, if I'm making a guess.
Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes.
Okay, that's
There's
interesting.
also a booth that will serve as a reception area, where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well.
And of course, I will probably be at the bar.
Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Barca! Hey, why aren't you showing up in my gacha?
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not even here.
Yeah, I mean, you had that entire situation to deal with yesterday.
Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
Yeah, that's Jean for you. Biggest issue she's had is just the fact that she's the type of person who puts a bit too much into it, and, well, we all see where that goes.
Oh, wow! That's actually really nice of you.
Well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be. The team will feel at home in no time.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec?
Sure, Varka, what do you need?
Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
Wait, there's a secret menu?
Oh, nice! Paimon's never
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Yeah, Jean, what's the matter?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over, since you seem to have some time to spare.
I don't want to give you more work, but you're the Grandmaster, so you need work.
Perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Oh, wait. I see what's going to happen here. Give him the chance to play the hero.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
Yes, you have the diligent second in command, and the well-meaning, good-natured first head of command, but he kind of doesn't want to do the paperwork.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you should at least do some work now that you're back.
All right. Oh, let's go.
Welcome to paperwork hell, Varka. Welcome to paperwork hell.
Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Like, I am still traumatized by that phrase. Amphorius really hit me hard with see you tomorrow. Yep, Outlander who caught the wind. Number 1 of the event quest. Alright, let's see what all these little events have. Chat over a fine drink. Alright, let's go to the gliding challenge first. Amber! Our main goal here, everyone, get enough of the Primo Gems in order to roll for more Varkas. Hey there, Lutetia and Paimon. I know that he is a fan. The Real Knights had to do a lot more administration work than people think. Yep, after all, Real Knights were lords. So he has to do... And he is not just managing, like, a small fief. If he's managing an entire country, essentially. Yep, he got that right there. Knights aren't just ride around fighting, even though Varka wants to be that type of knight. You actually have to do paperwork. Let me introduce our new colleague. This is Ija, Signal Officer for the 7th Company. And this here is her assistant, Vesper. Please make your acquaintance, Honorary Knight, and the Helper in White. It's an honor to meet you. Say hello, Vesper. Hello, Vesper. Roar! Another Signals Officer. Now that Falcon is so well behaved. It looks like it's wearing armor and it's even carrying a tiny bag. I guess it's like a messenger bird? Hold on a second, Paimon's confused. What did Amber mean when she said performance? Does this have something to do with Miss Aja and Vesper? Let me explain. Master Jean probably told you we were holding a wind glider speed shooting event, am I right? That's a very simple way of explaining it. In reality, it might be a little different from your expectations. This event is more like a flying performance and instruction challenge. The crux of this event isn't gliding with a wind glider, it's about sending signals from the ground to airborne units, like Vesper, so we can instruct them to perform complex maneuvers and defeat monsters, represented by targets naturally. It should be a novel experience, a pleasant little surprise. Thrar! So we're not gliding, but guiding. Hey, this flying challenge is technical demonstration. Our goal is to showcase the new direction we're taking the developments of the Knight's reconnaissance capabilities to our colleagues. Amber may be able to accurately detect enemy movements and make concise records while gliding, but that's not a skill that every knight can aspire to. Yeah, not everyone's an outrider like Amber. The goal for Vesper and me is to write a comprehensive set of instructions so that ordinary knights can coordinate with well-trained Mondstadt falcons and form a pair of eyes in the skies. Yeah, that does make sense, because falcons obviously can get a lot more eyes in the skies, get a lot more information, as long as you can communicate somehow. Also, having them be able to fly up, scout around, fly back down, relay the message, it makes sense. I guess the bag might be holding like a camera. You know cameras exist in the setting. I mean, I use one all the time. So I'd imagine it's possibly a case of there's a camera attached to the Falcon, and the Falcon knows how to operate it. That's my guess, at least. In fact, with the innovative forward-facing weaponry that Vesper is equipped with, some of the weaker airborne monsters we encounter can be eliminated in advance. Wow, very impressive. You sound just like an engineer. Relax, Ija. There's no need to be so serious about these two. You're not talking to Commander Frederick. Just think of it as playing with a new animal friend. The most important thing is to have fun. Sorry, Amber, I'm just really eager to get underway. Vesper and I have been training hard for this demonstration. And I like it. It expands the Knight's capabilities as a military unit. If we can get your approval, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White, it'll mean our instructions are basically good to go. Then we can polish them up a little and put them into practice. Of course, you might encounter a few mechanical malfunctions during the demonstrations. We've been training pretty intensely, and may have ended up wearing out some of the components. Once the replacement components are all ready, we'll swap everything out. Don't worry, we'll make sure Vesper's backpack works perfectly in the field. Rawr! I'll be strict, but I won't be harsh. Then Paimon's gonna give it a proper go too. Hee hee. Sounds like all four of you are bursting to go. Well then, have fun! Oh, I'm very curious. So, sounds like we're... Yeah, it's like a rail shooter where we control the Falcon. Yeah, I control this and target directly ahead. So avoid the attacks and get buffs. Yeah, this is literally a we're playing Gallagher with Falcons. Well then, let's get started. Let's do this. Sure. With the first one, I'm guessing second one's not ready yet. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, shoot 'em up time. Let's do this. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is a rail shooter. Okay, don't have ammo, so no reason not to shoot everything. Whoop! Okay, me with that one. Or that one. Oh. Okay, grab the health boost. I don't need it, but let's grab it anyway. Switching. Okay, now this is where we go full Toho. Unfortunately for you, I play Toho. Ow. I should mention I'm not good at Toho. Okay. Oh, good, the health pickup. Thank you. This one I'll be... Grab that. But, yeah, this is a fun little mini-game. And I like it how they are basically improving their roster of mini-games over time. As they... And This is a nice little on-rail shooter, and it gives a... Okay, now I get the big attack boost. Boost. Haha, you fool! I have charged super attack. Da 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 da. First drill complete. A round of applause, everyone. Yay! And I got gold. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, that was a nice little fun event, and that got me... That got me a decent amount of a decent haul there. Also, I couldn't help but notice. Okay, so a weapon for a character. I've got it. Echoes of memories. Oh, okay, I see. So we find discrepancies in different locations. We look for them and get... Okay. And Homeward anecdotes. Okay, so we don't have the next phase of the game, of the story quest just yet. That's fine. That's fine. I think we'll be able to scrounge up just enough for the next one. So, Hertha. Oh, that's a different one. That's a completely different thing. So this Hertha, so I guess this one just doesn't... Oh, hey Magscab! We're just doing the event stuff. Probably not too much here. I don't know how long it is going to be. So, teenagers accumulate. Hey, defeat enemies. Let's see. Unleash a powerful sword pressure strike. When directed at the shadow of the line. Okay. Till midnight, so... Yeah, work. Yeah, that's the pain. Work is quite the pain. I'm currently going through my unemployment arc. I'm looking for work, but... that's... Okay, so this is more of a... Alright, that makes sense. Let's instantly go to the hard mode. I'm not... And let's... So they want Barca... Okay. Well, I'm working on it. It's gonna take time, unfortunately. It's gonna take time, unfortunately, to find work. I work as a teacher, as you all know, and problem with working as a teacher is just the unfortunate fact that when you're a teacher, you're going... Oh wait, where's Venti? Oh, there you, and finally... Benny Boy. When you work as a teacher, you unfortunately... The hiring is seasonal. Hires only happen at certain times of the year. So you just gotta deal with it. So.
Watch out! Decay! You luck!
Time for takeoff.
I'm going in! Burn! Thunder! Charge! Thunder! The story has only just begun!
Think you can get away? Everybody stand back!
Burn!
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
sucker! I'm going in!
Get me the points.
Thunder! Maria sweeping in!
Get the power. Get the points. Get the points.
The story has only just
Just begun.
Think you can get away?
Everybody stand back!
Like, I've seen people complain about Varka, but I like his style. The idea that his team comp is a bit restrictive since you kind of want Mondstadt characters, but that's fine in my book. That's fine in my book. Like, he's a fun character to play. And I just like the idea of dual greatsword characters. It brings me back to my WoW days when I'm playing. Because when I was playing WoW for a long time, when I was younger, I played as a... For a while, I played like as a warrior. Then I played as a Death Knight. Death Knight, and I always just loved using great swords. Alright, so he's a fun character, so yeah. Yeah, it's more like less that my job is seasonal and more that like teaching jobs are schools only really start hiring at certain times of I can see that. I can see the Elden Ring reminders. Anyway, I was saying, teaching jobs only really hire at certain times of the year. Plus, you have to be maybe selective isn't the proper term, but you have to be a bit not clever, not careful. You have to know what you're doing, because if you do because there are tons of people offering like, oh, teach as an online teacher for this much, or do this. We offer so much money, but they're very tricksy with how you actually get paid. If you get the right spots, fantastic. If not, you end up getting paid pittance. I've had to deal with it before, and it's an unfortunate thing that just gotta go through. So, currently I'm just trying to get some teaching positions in Japan, and because, well, that's where I want to go, that's what I want to do. There are agencies, but you have to sell yourself very, very hard. Alright.
Shower me with grit! Scatter! Skyward! Let's move! The antenna! Grant me strength! Smash down! Headbutt!
Yeah.
Hero incoming! Yeah! Heads up! Hero incoming! Yeah! Time to shine! Stray clouds converge! Start the clock! Boost! Look out below! Smash down! Yeah! Headbutt!
I love her punching attack style.
Yeah!
Let's do this. Stop moving out of my strikes. Oh well. Ah yes, the enemy who's specifically vulnerable to punching attacks. The enemy that was introduced in the area with the character who specifically uses lots of punching attacks. This enemy. I like fighting them. They're fun. They're fun to kill. Alright, let's see what the next one. Okay. Alright, hit hard, hit... An echo in the song.
Make way for the... Let's move! Kapow!
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no more being conservative about it. Just slash wildly. Yeah, I think I was being conservative earlier. Why was I holding back? I'm just gonna swipe like crazy. Like, just swipe like crazy. Take the sword beams! Oh, also, you mentioned Elden Ring, and that does remind me of something I want to do. I bought Elden Ring a while ago, but I never... Like, I can... Obviously, I want to play it, but I never could find the time. So I was thinking that maybe at some point in my streamer career, I could do what I call the road to get good. Where I just basically play Elden Ring and try to become less bad at video games. And I think with that, and let's see, we have one final one to do now. Yeah.
Hello there, Honorary Knight and the Helper in White.
Hey, Hertha.
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfidia, at your service.
Why does this one get voice cutscenes?
Looks like you're in a good mood, Hertha. And nice to meet you, Glenfidia. By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the Angel's Share and the Cat's Tail, our drink stand is ready to go. Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails to order, and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
Oh yeah, it's on my list of ideas I'm going to do when I'm due later on. Currently, obviously, I want to finish Silk Song first. I love the game too much to not. And I also want to try a playthrough of the Trails series, specifically the latest remake of the first game. I got that when it came out, and I wanted to give it a shot.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently, you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocrai.
Wow,
Sure have come a long way, huh?
Wow, that was a really long time ago, yeah. I guess...
The only thing is, our current drink selection is quite traditional, and it stopped feeling fresh long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests, and Glenfidia doesn't have much experience mixing drinks. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand.
Oh yeah, I also have other games I bought a while ago, and I played for a short time, but then never got around to actually playing some more. Like, I have the one of the Valkyria Chronicles games, which I, again, want to give a shot of streaming.
Honorary Knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while, just until my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountains?
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance metrics.
I'm no rookie when it comes to mixing cocktails, that's for sure.
Paimon not sure what performance metrics are, but she's happy to help with deliveries. As the best guide into that, Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this'll give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
Another game which I've considered doing is... So, I'm not going to lie here, I know the Library of Ruina storyline inside and out. No actual story surprises there. I've played it a little bit. But, yeah. Yeah, but I've never actually beaten the game. So it might be a fun thing to try. Might not. Still gotta figure that one out.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can. I'm very skilled when it comes to things like portioning out drinks.
Alright. Well, if you're ready to, then let's get to work.
That person's clearly already having fun. Yeah, I remember this. I remember this. So you have to... People give you vague things and you have to figure out what drink they want. Let's start with the librarian's little problem. First guest of the night's newly opened drink stand soon arrives. The familiar shade of rose purple instantly soothes your mind. This might just be the perfect opening.
Oh my, it looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete charge of the drink stand?
Honorary mixologist at your service.
Wonderful. Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working.
Haha! Alright, remember, Lisa is brilliant, but she's also kind of lazy. And she's also the kind of person who is so ridiculously good that she literally went, to continue my research, I will need a vision. Vision just pops into existence in her hand. Like, I kid you not, that's literally how Lisa got her vision. Everyone else, big dramatic moment. Lisa, I need a vision. Ah, thank you. Working through the night. Shouldn't that be a thing of the past?
That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now. If only there weren't so many people with overdue books, and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner, and try out your delightful creations, of course.
And if I remember the Lisa story quest from way back in the beginning, you do not want Lisa coming to get the overdue book. Because, well, it gets a bit sappy sometimes. Any particular flavor you're after?
Let me think. I don't really have a favorite drink. Just wrestle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits. And if it could help me nod off to sleep later, that would be even better.
Lift your spirits and help you sleep. Let's start by choosing one of those. Snow-Kissed Dawn seems like a good choice. Okay, let's see. So, let's see. I need... Fire water. We all know what fire water means. That's a euphemism for... So, let's see. 1 milk. That's 1 milk, and... Smetana. 1 smetana. And a little bit of... Cocoa. Next. Cut the ingredients into large pieces. So large pieces. Yep, they've expanded from the first time we played this. A few little pieces here and there. Shake gently. And an aromatic goblet. So we need a medium aromatic goblet. Okay. Of course, they hide it so they don't have to show the... And add a small lamp grass. Ooh, that actually looks pretty nice. I know this is a very simple type of event. Legend has it that this drink is a masterpiece crafted by a painter and a bartender together, inspired by dragon spine at dawn. With a dollop of Setana and an energizing kick from cocoa, it restores the drinker's vitality almost instantly.
Here's a snow-kissed dawn. I hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste.
And I can tell you from experience, a little bit of milk really helps you go to sleep.
If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like. Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
How about I adjust the recipe and mix you a new one?
Don't worry, there's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask.
Well, now that you mention it...
Let's chat for a while. Take your time. Inspiration will come soon enough.
Okay, so we mix her a drink, then we chat with her to learn... Let's... Which books have you collected today?
Since you're asking, it's been a bit of an unusual day.
Oh?
There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine, who's recently taken up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts.
Of course, that's your most valuable book. A book of desserts.
Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Oh, that's actually a... Honestly, that is sure a novel approach. You can use certain techniques in order to...
Indeed. And judging by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices ended up tasting nauseatingly sweet.
Well, I mean, it's just the first step. A bit of practice, you just need to make a few adjustments.
Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes, I even add a spoonful to my afternoon tea.
Okay, so make a note, she likes caramel
Improving
sauce.
food, I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
You obtain clues. She likes caramel. Crack down. Perhaps I could try substituting some of that for the tangier smetana. View inspiration. So she replaced the smetana with caramel. So replace the smetana with caramel. What about favorite flora? What kind of ingredient have you been into lately?
Lately? So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that I, too, might have changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember?
Surely it's normal for your taste to change from time to time.
Not bad at all. A flawless answer.
Of course, I am quite the flawless person.
Back in my student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine.
Honestly, I'm envious of her. As a person, I'm very much the type who enjoys a good routine. I have this bit of habit of falling into routine a lot, actually. Often just getting into routine, relaxing, enjoying myself. If I didn't have to go out for groceries, sometimes I probably would not leave the house for a good long while.
To paraphrase a certain Leowed legal expert, My life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement. I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient.
I think so. It's been a while.
Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Remember? Remember correctly, the ingredient was veil berries, another good choice for a drink. Yeah, let's swap the lamp grass. Since I've switched up the garnishing, why not change the cup too? Okay, so we have to make some adjustments. What about the special notebook? By the way, is that notebook you brought with you?
Oh, this? That was for another of today's little errands. A large contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Well, yeah, they've been far away, so they probably experienced tons of different types of food. Such thoughtful arrangements.
Well, they've all devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of that stuff. Collected tons of it when I was in Natlan, and well, as you all probably know, when you collect things in these types of games, they just build up. I'm pretty sure I still have some I think Adeptus Delight or whatever, Adeptus Temptation all the way back from the beginning of the game, my first year when I started playing.
In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized. I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
Or, well, for me, hot cocoa is the perfect thing to have just before bed. Okay. Yeah, might help quite a lot. So, use cocoa too. Quite potent stimulant, so it's probably best to leave it out. So swap out the cocoa for something else. Remove the cacao, because... And... being anywhere outside the city
Surely
lately...
You're not suggesting I'd take this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander. You caught me.
Well, of course, I mean, you're Lisa.
My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help.
We need help. We need the strongest force available. Oh, look, there's the librarian. Let's throw her at it, because, well, nothing's stronger than the librarian.
I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Pass through Wolvendom. So, well, perhaps can add a touch of local flavor. Small and Wolfhook that both native to Loeb. Which one would you make better drink? Associate caramel. Oh. Yeah, replace is more of a garnishing. Let's replace that with veil berries. Then we need to figure out with the Wolfhooks. They have a bright, tangy profile that should help balance out the sweetness of the caramel sauce. Add Wolfhooks to this. So, okay, got everything I need. I have to replace the Sameta with caramel sauce, remove the cacao, swap out the garnishing with veil berries, and add Wolfhooks and use a large... Okay, I think I have an idea. Alright, I think I know what fits the bill. Let me rustle you up a new, improved version.
As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
Well, this is certainly going to be an interesting drink, completely different from previously. So let's see. So let's add the milk. Milk, we need some caramel and a wolf hook. Now, how do we cut up the wolf hook here? I think in this case, since wolf hook's like a berry, you want something nice and small. Nice small bits so you can sip it. That way it mixes nicely, evenly with the drink. And shake gently. A lot. Let's see. Let's give a large goblet. And finally, a Veilberry garnishing. This looks definitely more Lisa's tune. It's the right color at the very least. Like, look at that. Based on the Snow-Kissed Dawn, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Lisa. After a long day, the librarian needs to recharge without risking sleepiness. In making this drink, you skipped any stimulating ingredients and found a delicate balance between the sweetness of caramel and a gentle tang. And the goal was peaceful, restful sleep. So why not call it a slumbering rose? Nice and peaceful.
Finished. A new creation, custom made for you.
And we'll add this to our drinks menu.
This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams. It's called a slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink.
Yeah, I don't know much about drink mixing, but I do know that at certain bars, you can get some quite elaborate cocktails and drinks and the like. The problem that does pop up sometimes, though, is sometimes they're more concerned with the aesthetics, how the drink looks, rather than how the drink tastes. So you can occasionally get cases where a drink looks fantastic, wow, fits the name and style perfectly. And then you actually try and drink it and you go, what is this?
Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks. It's like savoring an exquisite dessert before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake, with a gentle breeze caressing your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated.
You don't. I think it's because it doesn't have as much of a sugar or stimulation to it, so you don't get that sugar high that has a crash at the end.
I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So good, in fact, that I feel like writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
Your satisfaction is all the praise I need. Also, let's give this recipe to Diona, see how she tries to make it terrible, and then enjoy the resulting magnificence.
Speaking of lakeside strolls, why don't you join me next time there's a clear, warm day, when the sun is bright, but not too harsh? Any walk would be more relaxing with you to talk to along the way, cutie.
Thanks, Lisa.
Then, when we get back, you could fix me up another glass of slumbering rose.
I'll make sure to set aside the time.
And I'll make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
That was nice. A good way to interact with an old friend. And this is probably going to involve a lot of other Mondstadt characters we haven't interacted with all that much. So is there any more? Sorry, don't have one just yet. Slumbering Rose now is a type of furniture I can have. That's one. one... Wait, Kaya. Hey, Kaya. I think I probably skipped the quest for this. I feel like could have gone a bit further. The acting Grandmaster's sword pressure could have felt more imposing. Ideally, it would have felt as if a single slash could split a mountain in two. Then would truly live up to her name, the Lion Fang Knight. From a moral standpoint, I agree, but in terms of presentation, I'd say the current level of artistic refinement is already more than enough. When she agreed to let us put her image into the minigame, I doubt she expected us to go this over the top. I mean, you have to show the presentation and show that she is not to be messed with. Hey, what are you two chatting about? Really? Oh, perfect timing, Honorary Knight. Want to try out the Cavalry Company's Knight's Play? I already did that. Why does it... How is it different from a normal play? Basically, it's kind of a live combat experience, mixing Mondstadt-style costumes and sets with Fontaine film technology. So, lore-wise, what we're actually experiencing right now is not actually not actual combat. We didn't actually fight anything. We just, you know, went through an interactive experience. Once we step onto the stage, you'll fight powerful enemies and get a taste of that larger-than-life heroism you hear about in stories. As for the knightly part, in battle, once your faith reaches a certain point, you can summon a shadow of the Lion Fang Knight. This will allow you to use Dandelion sword pressure to send waves of wind sweeping across the battlefield, felling enemies like leaves scattered before a storm. Isn't that Jean? It sounds like you two really look up to her. Indeed, this project was originally meant to be a simple opportunity for friendly sparring. Returning knights need a chance to relax, but if they don't practice, they'll soon lose their edge in battle. But then, Hedwin came up with the idea of adding the shadow of the Lion Fang Knight to spice things up a little. I thought it sounded fun, so I helped put in a few words from the sidelines. We really owe it to Captain Kaya. The expedition's been away so long, I really wanted everyone to see how much stronger the acting Grandmaster has become. Her administrative skills are flawless, and her combat skills have reached heights us regular knights can only dream of. Wow, that's so thoughtful of you, Hedwin. I'm super curious what Dandelion sword pressure looks like. Taiwan and I shall try out this play. I feel relieved knowing you two are here in the audience for our nightly play. If you'll just follow me over here. Okay. And that's the quest itself to start this. I just sort of skipped right ahead. Oh well. Oh well, so I got the first one. So yes, I've done the first event. That's good. I've done everything of the second, so that's good. That leaves only the Echoes of Memory section. I have to search for discrepancies. Teleport? Teleporting is faster than running, after all. Right, here, let's enter the Echo of Memories and see if we can figure out where the discrepancies lie. I know some of these are probably a bit harder to find than others, but yeah, so differences in the real world have to find the things that don't quite fit. Alright, so let's... Well, there's one right there. Yeah, there's discrepancy logs. The Statue of the Seven has taken on a new look because it looks like Klee. Now there's this thing, which shouldn't be here. The choo-choo cart. That...
It sure would be convenient if we could build a choo-choo cart track straight from here to Mondstadt.
express line right to the best fish blasting spot?
Oh, okay. Might not be the best idea.
For those of you who don't know, this was something that popped up in the, I think, 3rd summer event. It was basically the summer event where we went to the desert and played with Klee just before Fontaine. It was quite the fun event, and one of them included making these, and they're essentially like little roller coasters. It was fun. Okay, so that's one of them. So let's see if we can find some others that don't quite belong. This was from the... I think this was either the first or second... Yeah, this was the first summer event. The Dodo Fortress.
Oh, it's Eula and... Clarand? You're here in Mondstadt?
Clarand?
Yes. I received an invitation to exchange swordsmanship techniques. I'd heard of the single-handed sword form of Favonius blade work.
Honestly, I'm happy with this. I'm happy that we're seeing characters from other regions, not just Mondstadt.
But, after crossing swords with Miss Eula, it turns out the Knights of Favonius are quite accomplished with the greatsword as well.
Now, I can see these two becoming fast friends.
You're quite an accomplished swordsman yourself. Although I suppose that's to be expected of the champion duelist. Even over a few short rounds, I feel like we've learned a lot from each other.
This is a good place to spar.
For sure. You don't have to worry about breaking stuff or accidentally hurting anyone nearby.
That's right. There also appear to be automatic harpasta launchers in the area.
Yeah. This thing was fun to play. It was basically like a tennis minigame.
Ah, that's one of your local traditions, isn't it? Shall we have ourselves a game then?
Why not? You should know though, I'm not easy to beat at this game. Ah, hold on. No muskets allowed.
Yeah, no just pulling out a gun and shooting.
Oh, why not? Doesn't it still count as hitting the harpastum?
Ah, yes. You can play the game, but you can't just shoot it.
A sword's range is limited though, so it wouldn't be fair.
Ah, of course. Then you should use a gun as well. Voila, problem solved.
The issue is that she's not trained with guns. Although, honestly, I was not expecting Clarand, but it's a fun little thing to see. So, let's see if we can find the other things that are old. What other things don't quite fit here? If I was the game designer, where would I put it? So we've gone those two over here, so... a good game designer probably would put something up around here, maybe? At the very least, I can get a good vantage point. Everything still seems to be in order. Wait, what's that? What is this? Razor! Why is this here? This should not be over here. Wait, did I not get a good shot of it? Enter. Razor, what are you doing here?
Razor? What are you doing here? And shouldn't this thing be in Wolvenden?
Right, yeah, it should be over in Wolvenden doing...
Fiery woman came to take Lupacol. I said no.
Oh, so she came to adopt you. You stopped her?
She backed down, but then said I would do just as well.
Oh, I see. She wanted to get the memories.
This sword is here, for now. I am here to protect it.
I don't think anyone explained to Razor what's going on.
Hold on, let Paimon get this straight. Alice was planning to bring Boreas here, but you stopped her. So, she took the illusion of the sword and left you to guard it instead. That would make the trial of Boreas the trial of Razor now, wouldn't it?
What would happen if someone tried to claim the sword?
Fight. I protect Lupacol.
Okay, so she he basically is acting as a substitute for Boreas.
Wow! Looks like Paimon's guess was spot on. Don't worry, Razor. No one's gonna take this sword. It's not even real.
Not real?
Yeah, he doesn't understand. Let's just report this bug and Nicole can explain things.
Alice's scheming claims another victim, huh? Let's take the photo and get Razor out of here.
And I think that... And that's all the discrepancies. Because that's time to leave, everyone. Time to leave. Hmm? What is it? What do you want to say? Yoink. Yoink. Okay, I think that's all the event stuff I can do for now. Which is quite the pity, unfortunately, but I think that overall that has gotten me just enough for... Yeah, I have enough for another 10 for another roll. Let's see if I get lucky. Yeah, I'm giving you all my bad luck. Send me your energy, my fans. Come on, I'm so close to pity. Damn it. Okay. Like, there are still ways for me to... Oh yeah. Actually, I think I might have enough for another roll now. Yeah, I have enough for another roll. Come on, send me your energy. Send me your luck. And send all your bad luck to Magscab. Oh! Darn it. Curses. But I now have another roll. Oh. Send all your bad luck to him. Come on, Varka. To me, my knight. This is what I call desperation rolling. And also just the fact that I'm actually very close to pity. I don't have the exact number, so I might be just able to make enough. Okay, I finished that one. And so I might have just enough to make some desperation rolls. And also, actually I have to double check. Has this reset yet? Yeah, it hasn't reset yet. Plus, yeah, but I've also lost all of my stuff so far. So, what can I do? I think there's only one. I'm basically tapped out of almost every single roll I have at this point. So. I can only think of a few methods for me to gain more rolls. And one is a method that's going to result in me embarrassing myself, but I have to try it. We are going to go to the rhythm game. We're going to use the rhythm game. And it is something... It's something which I... Okay, let's see. I'm not going to even pretend that I am not bad at this. The main thing, though, is I remember there... Let's just do some of the nod... Let's just do a quick performance so I can remember how to do this. Yeah, I can invite co-op. Let's just do a normal performance and... JKL. Dum. Dum. Dum ba da da ba. Dum. 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 This is easy mode, so I have to try and not mess up. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da. Da 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 da. Sorry. This always happens. I forget where my fingers are. I always forget where my fingers are when I try doing stuff like this. So, that was fun. That was fun. Why did I do that anyway? I did it for a reason, right? Alright, because this will get 60. So, that was a fun thing to do, just to waste a bit of time. And there isn't much left now. Also, I was hoping to try and maybe end this with maybe a lucky Varka pull. But I suppose that was a bit too much to hope for. But still, we're definitely close enough to Varka that I am almost certain... Yeah, luck never. My luck has just been kind of terrible with Genshin lately. I know I'm almost guaranteed Varka soon, though.
Astra Abyssosk.
That...
Thank you for completing today.
You know, I don't know how to feel about the fact that you got 3 Angras. Because, on the one hand, 3 Angras is actually insane luck. The other hand, Angra is utterly terrible, so getting him doesn't really mean that much. So I think it balanced out to be net neutral. Still, honestly, I think this is probably where we're going to be ending off. There isn't really too much to do. This was mostly just let's see how the event goes and go from there. Now, I think what I'll probably do in the next is I'll probably stream this again on maybe Monday or Tuesday. And then we can do... And by then, most of the story should be unlocked, or all of the story, hopefully. And we can go through it all together. Also, I'll try to resist temptation of rolling with any Primo Gems I get in the meantime. Well, in general, hopefully you can see me getting Varka. Again, I just want him because he's a fun character. Yep, that's what I like about these little side events. They just have lots of fun mini games. It's a nice change of pace, and you get to do just silly things, interact with characters who you haven't interacted with in a while, and just in general have fun. Also, I almost forgot. One tradition of every player at some point that you have to do. Let's see. Could be up ahead. And can you a bit further? Colin Bean is not really a combat character. A lot of players like destroying Timmy's pigeons here. Now, there are probably some characters somewhere around that I could find and interact with, but this is fine for now. So, I'll just say thank you all for coming, everyone. This was a much shorter stream, but I'm always happy to see you here. Those on YouTube who are watching, or just people watching in general and haven't followed or subscribed yet, please remember to do so. I'd love to see you again. And until next time, everyone, I wish you the best of luck, and hope you have a wonderful weekend. Now I'm going to send a raid over here on Twitch. Let's send you guys to let's see here. Let's find an English streamer. This works here. This person needs a boost. Let's send a raid to this guy here. And okay, looks like I can't raid that guy. I'm trying to raid someone else. Let's find. Okay, this person's playing. Let's send him a raid. Just give him a boost. Now, with that being said, to everyone, as I said earlier, I wish you all to have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, bye bye. Bye bye.